All right, my guest is coming on soon, but his channel got they were gonna make his channel, and then it got it got blinged out. So laugh out loud anyway. Now I only listen to this guy when my mic is on, mic from around the world is on. Other than that, I don't do it, man. But yeah, the prophecy after Trump gets voted in, we're getting hit with a asteroid, and another place just said that too. Let me see what it said. Election asteroid coming. Okay. And the signs of the last days. Okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Mike to get on. And I really enjoyed that teaching today. It was really good. Oh, I watched it. Yeah, but I might have not liked it. That's the one talking about God that you asked me, Kay, to watch. Yeah, it is good watch. This guy that we're gonna watch today, I don't really watch him very much. Sorry, I got a scar under my nose. I don't know where I got that from, but it really hurts. But yeah, anyways, he's supposed to be on, but yeah, I'm listening to my second favorite guy until he does get on.
They're planning, Doug, right now with their forced vaccination. I don't know if you saw the article. FedEx is going to be delivering the vaccines. At some point, they'll even come up with an auto-injector, if they don't already have it, a nasal spray, or a pill. Take the pill today, and you don't have to worry about us coming to blow you away. You just will die, and we'll come take your carcass away, and then we'll take all your stuff. The point is that it's hard to not be, and I know it's not good to be cynical, but to be totally realistic. I have never met, not in your listeners, not in my subscribers, not in those who order video on demand, but I have never met in the general body of people around us and that I interface with, that you interface with, and these are Christian claimants that are clueless. So my question is, if they've never had to stand in the day of plenty, how can they stand in the day
Steve
of
Quayle
absolute
even admits
famine,
that Trump doesn't do what he says he's going to do. So he has no power. And the votes don't matter.
Distanced because of
it's already decided Trump will be the best for it because he's already got everybody fooled. So he's going to lead the sheep in. And I watched on the show comments, vote Trump, vote Trump, vote Trump. It don't matter who you vote, man. The same result is going to come out of it. And it's going to be worse because Trump isn't who everybody thinks he is. Come on, man. How come they don't have the wisdom when an 11-year-old girl found out? How come these people that are 60, 70, and 40, and 30, and even 20 can't figure it out? It's totally the blind leading the blind, okay? So if you're following someone that's preaching the wrong things, you are the blind because you can't see the wrong things. And Steve Quayle doesn't do that, okay? But if you're following some people that are telling about the wrong things, and telling you about kumbaya around the fire and smoke a joint, and you'll make it to heaven as they're swearing, then you're just as blind as is the teacher, okay? Because your teacher is who teaches you what's coming, what's happening now, and he's the watchman. I'm the watchman on the wall. That's what I do. I spend my whole day from the time I wake up till the time I go to sleep, and I love doing it. Okay, now sometimes my ego gets a little bit of me, okay, and I'll be first one to say that, okay, and it does. Everybody has some issues, and I'm gonna work on that, okay, and I'm not gonna talk about people anymore. It's time that people figure out for themselves what fruit fell from that tree? Okay. Meaning it's time for people to figure out the fruit is of its tree. That means you will know the fruit by its tree. Okay? We should all have enough to discernment. And 3, 4, almost 1 million people follow this guy. And no, I'm not going to go on anymore, okay? So that'll tell you it all. Many of them. Okay? So, and there's a few that I see on there going, listen, man, it's going to be the same outcome no matter who gets in. It's going to be worse if Trump gets in. It really is. They just haven't seen that. They don't have the red light yet. Soon as they say Trump is in, the red light goes off, and 3,800 and some ever odd militia groups are going to go out, and they're going to shut the lights out in America also as well to try to deter everything, okay? And my guy made that prophecy the other day. I don't make prophecies because I don't get very many. Like I said, the only one I have is fireballs coming to the earth, and I had lots of them. And one of an EMP in Canada, and I watched the EMP trucks come from the railroad station, okay? And they say highly electrical magnet pulse. So that's being set up around all the major cities, and I do believe in the world, but I'm not quite sure because I'm not a prophet. I never claimed to be one, okay? I'm just a watcher. I do have one prophecy, and it's an easy one. We're in the end of the world, and it's not going to be here much longer, okay? And you will find that out after the Trump gets, they say, okay. They're going to shut the lights out. They even did a song, what do you do when the lights go down? They tell us, okay? So even the evil know what's going on, okay? And I always see light flickering. Even at work, it's flickering. Even on my iPad, it's doing that right now. Let's see if the guy's on yet. He got cut right off. Okay, so this Pat Robertson guy, he gave a prophecy that we're going to get hit with an asteroid. They're not asteroids, first of all. And he doesn't believe in revelations. So why would you put someone on with his prophecy when they don't even believe in revelations? Okay, so if you don't believe in revelations, then you don't believe none of the Bible. Okay, and oh yeah, it's over. That one's over now. Anyways, let's listen to Steve for a little bit longer before my guy comes on.
Physical, and right now, again, going back to it, a lot of people have received the letters. We've got your donation for Trump. Now, President Trump needs to address that. He needs to get the lazy-ass law enforcement people, especially in the Justice Department, although, you know, again, looking for justice in the Justice Department is looking for a vegetarian in the vampire council or chamber that gets together and only has one thing on its mind. Whoever's speaking, they want to suck your blood. The point is that now we're at a time frame where denial will cost you your life, where avoidance will cost you your eternal life if you don't really understand the what's at stake in the game. Go ahead, sir.
You know, what you said there, I mean, you said a whole lot. By the way, I think those friendship is overrated to the extent where, you know, if someone calls you up and says, "You want to watch the game?" Yeah, I don't think so. And I say that only because I think that there are a lot of people like you and I out there listening to this broadcast where we don't have. When you were saying that, I was thinking, you know, who's my closest friend? Is there someone that I would call to say, come on over and watch the game? Well, I wouldn't be watching the game, so no. But I think you and I are speaking to, or you're speaking to, a lot of people right now who, for one reason or another, have been alienated, all of them. They are alone or virtually alone, perhaps with their spouse, maybe alienated from their kids because of politics, because of religious beliefs or whatever reason.
Yes, and this just happened to me. This is what I'm explaining. My buddy alienated me for telling them the truth, and he turned it around and made me look bad, okay? So it really hurt me. As you can see, I'm still going on, but he says, well, you got family. I said, no, I don't. Well, you got the new family of my wife's kids. Well, I have the daughter-in-law. She's really close to me. And my other daughter-in-law, Brandy, I love very much. I do believe she is of God. And I hope she gives herself to Christ. And I can't force it upon anybody. But if I could, that'd be one that I would force it upon. But I can't, and I won't, and I will not try to do that because God doesn't force them on anybody, okay? Oh, you're going to bed? All right, Junior, good night. But anyways, I love my daughter-in-laws very much. Brandy is got all the attributes that I wish I had. And it'll be easy for her when she comes to God to repent of the little sins she's done. And she would be one heck of a Christian. And she would bring a lot of people in to the Lord for eternal and not eternal damnation. Where I don't want to see a beautiful person that she is go through that, okay? But I am virtually alone. I have a wife, yes, but my wife fights with me half the time about my Christian stuff too. And it's maybe because she doesn't understand. The time that we live in, we're supposed to be talking about where we're going, not this place. We're supposed to be in heaven, but here on earth. Because it says in the Bible, you are on this earth, but you are not of it. And that definitely applies to me. I absolutely hate this earth. I'm absolutely being brutally attacked, and my character gets torn down by friends of the family. This is the second time he did it, but my heart's still open to the guy, you know? Okay, so we're going to see. My guy is supposed to be on right now, but he got cut off. They don't like him on YouTube because he's real. And yeah, they kicked off. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's on. 3 volcanoes erupt in earthquake. Or in Russia. Earthquake swarms in Iceland and California. Wow. So. And the lights are going off in California. Or in the all these pedophiles and everything would be in jail if Trump really truly was who he says he was. There's another point. 11-year-old girl matches all the presidents up as family, except for one, and that's Trump. But he grew up with them and went to college with them and hung out with them his whole life. And he loves Hillary. He even said it after he won. And people don't pick up these things. The obvious things. And no, I don't know exactly how it's going to happen. But I know what I tell is going to happen. Now, God can change that and move things around. So, and yeah, he's getting ready, but some reason, he's not on. Oh. And maybe his flock is ready to be flown away. I don't know. I know when I put Mike on, a lot of the times it gets chopped and hacked, and I have to redo it the next day because Mike is a very truthful guy. He has many prophecies. Even the government listens to him. He has in churches listen to him. In homes with children listen to him. Okay? He is of God, and every prophecy I've ever heard him say happened. Now, I don't know what's going on, but I've got to learn to stay out of the chat room, because their belief is Trump 2020, Trump 2021, Trump, Trump, Trump. And I just want to tell them, Chump, Chump. If you keep listening to Chump, you're going to stump your foot on a rock. I believe he's a stumbling stone, and he's a cover-up for what's really happening. Why do you think he's going to get in again? Because he's got all the sheep. And now he can turn on them, and they can say there is no rapture, because we would have been raptured when the Antichrist rises. And what do you think they're doing in Canada? Our prime minister is trying to get an election to come here again, because the beast is going to rise, and they're going to uproot three of major world government. They're going to take the leader out, because he says he plucks them up by the root. That means that's where they're rooted. So Trump is rooted in America. You can see that. Boris Yeltsin is in Germany, and I do believe Benjamin Netanyahu, but it might be fooled. It might be our guy, Trudeau, because he was born in Canada. And Netanyahu is not actually an Israelite, okay? He's a Russian. He changed his name. So I believe those will be the three, but hey, man, I'm not a prophet, so I don't know which ones are going to get taken out. I'm just saying things are going to happen, and they're not good from here on forth, and I predict that. Even the people that don't have God predict that, okay? So I don't know the outcome, like my friend that turned his back on me again says that I do. I just tell what I'm being told by the other people that have prophecies that came true, and many of them. Okay, so I trust in them, because I've watched them happen. These prophecies happen.
Right there. So I'm afraid to push that button. If I do, I might knock off the air. What do? Let me hit it. Who knows?
Okay, so he's on. Yep, and he just zapped himself, looks like.
I don't know why the chat room.
He's having all. Chat is.
Not on. Do you? Just give me one more second. Let's just triple check this. I don't have Brock with me tonight.
He's having tons. Anyways, I'm waiting for Mike to come on. Right? He's going to be on soon.
So, anyway, I don't know. Anyway, 456 people are here. Everybody put a thumbs up. Let's drive the algorithms insane. I know tonight the debate is even going on. I haven't even watched. I'm just kind of saying I don't want to get my mind clogged with that right now.
Okay.
I want to put a shout out to my mom and dad who are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary tonight. 60 years ago today, my mom and dad got married. And, you know, there's not every day that people can say that. That is incredible. Incredible. And just incredible. The blessing of God that's been on their lives to be together. Children they have. And I don't know how many grandchildren they got. I don't know, 25. I don't know. Later this evening, we'll be bringing him on. There's a lot going on I want to touch on. But I also just want to get